You do all of that so you can make a dua. What's the dua? أن تجعل القرآن ربيع قلبي, to make the Quran the spring of my heart. This is what the Quran does. Spring of your heart. What is the special thing about spring? Beautiful, cool. What else? Green. Smells good. You feel good in that month or in that season. All of those things, you're basically saying, oh Allah, make me have a wonderful life with this Quran. That is number one. What's the second one? Jala huzni, to cleanse and clean totally my sadness. Whatever sadness you're sad in. وَذَهَابَ هَمِّي, and to make all my future worries gone. You feel relaxed. You're not worried about tomorrow I'm going to college, or tomorrow I'm going to get married, or tomorrow I'm going to get a new job. You feel good. And then one more, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's messenger said, وَنُورَ صَدْرِ, the light of my chest, meaning to distinguish right from wrong, guidance from misguidance, good from bad, because the Quran does that. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala named the Quran Al-Furqan. Al-Furqan, the one that distinguish or make you distinguish right from wrong. That's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala called the battle of Badr يوم التقى الجمعان. What is it? Furqan. يوم الفرقان يوم التقى الجمعان. Furqan, it's the battle that distinguished belief from disbelief. That's the first battle between the disbelievers and Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. With it, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made two parties, believers and disbelievers. So He called it subhanahu wa ta'ala Al-Furqan. So Quran has to be your identity. You know how you carry your driver's license all the time with you? You should have the Quran all the time with you. You should work so hard to memorize the Quran, not just little, but to memorize the whole Quran, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants that Quran to be the owner or the person who has the Quran to be distinguished. That's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's messenger, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, said that respect is paid for elders and for scholars and for the person who has the Quran memorized. These people have to be revered and have to be loved and respected. I'm going to tell you a story about one of the famous Qurra from the Qurra Sab'a, Hamza ibn Habib al-Zayyad radiyallahu anhu. Hamza is one of the 7 reciters, the famous recitation, and he was born in 80 after Hijrah. He lived while some of the companions were lived, so he may have seen them, he may have not, but he was in the same era or the same time period that some of the companions were still alive. He used to, they call him Hamza ibn Habib al-Zayyad. Al-Zayyad is like the one who has zayt, too much zayt, oil, because he used to travel by. Arab are famous for something. If you have, like a Tannura, where's the Tannura? Is he here? He wears the Tannura all the time, so I called him Abu Tannura. And Arab famous with that. If you deal with something, they stick you with that name. So he used to deal with oil and selling and importing and selling, so he was called Az-Zayyad. Az-Zayyad is the one with Zayd. He had a dream about the virtue of the Quran. Now he is one of the famous reciters, and he also has his special recitation, had his special students, and he's very famous. He is a scholar, very knowledgeable. يقول the reporter خلف ibn Hisham قال لي سليم ibn Isa. Sulaym ibn Isa told Khalaf ibn Hisham that دخلت على حمزة الزيات فوجدته يمرغ خديه في الأرض. I entered at Hamza one time and I saw him rubbing his forehead in the dirt. So he looked at him and he said to him, and while he was doing that, he was crying. He said, أعيذك بالله. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to protect you. فقال يا هذا استعذت في ماذا. He said, why did you say that? Why did you seek refuge in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to protect me? What am I doing wrong, basically? Or what have you seen? Let me tell you why I'm doing what I'm doing. رأيت البارحة في منامي كأن القيامة قد قامت. Yesterday I saw that the day of judgment has started. It's a dream. Now you got to understand that righteous people, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, as the scholar says, that He will not make them die before they either dream or have righteous something that gives them glad tidings before they die, or someone dreams about them with a glad tidings. So he was dreaming himself here in this one. I had a dream that today is the day of judgment. وَقَدْ دُعِيَ بِقُرَّاءِ الْقُرْآنِ. And then those people who recite and memorize the Quran were called. فَكُنْتُ فِي مَنْ حَضَرَ. So I went because I memorized the Quran. فَسَمِعْتُ قَائِلًا يَقُولُ بِكَلَامٍ عَبْدٍ. He said, I heard someone with a beautiful voice saying the following. لا يدخل علي إلا من عمل بالقرآن. No one will enter on me except those who acted upon the Quran. Not just memorized it, but acted upon it. Now this is Hamza, and he is what? He's a scholar. And when we say a scholar, that means it's someone who memorizes, understands, and acts upon it. Let's see what he did. قال فرجعت القهقرة. You know, you're moving forward, and someone saying, no one enters here unless you act upon what you are reading. He said, I start stepping back. People are moving, and I start backing up. Even though he is whom he is. فهتف باسمي. Look at the scary part. Then that caller with a sweet voice, when I started going backwards, he called my name, by my name. أين حمزة ibn Habib al-Zayyat? Full name. Where is Hamza, the son of Habib, the one who is called by his people as Zayyat? فقلت لبيك داعي الله لبيك. He said, I am here, the caller of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I am here. Now listen to this. فبدرني ملك فقال. An angel quickly said the following. قل لبيك اللهم لبيك. Say لبيك, O Allah, I am here, O Allah, I am here. Meaning, don't say the caller of Allah. This beautiful voice that's coming, it's the voice of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So he told him, say, O Allah, I am here, O Allah, I'm here. فَقُلْتُ كَمَا قَالَ لِي. I said like what he told me, فَأَدْخَلَنِي دَارًا. He said, then he took me and we entered a house. فَسَمِعْتُ فِيهَا ضَجِيجَ الْقُرْآنِ. I heard lots of people reciting Quran, loud. Everybody is reading Quran. فَوَقَفْتُ أَرْعُدْ. I stopped shaking. Picture, this is someone memorized the Quran. It's not once or twice. He's a teacher. He's teaching people. He lived his life with the Quran, and he felt this way when he was to meet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because he's Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Some people think that, you know, like when Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, for instance, says about a Dajjal. We know the description of a Dajjal. We know how we get rid of him. We know all of that. It seems like if Yusuf, we tell him Dajjal is on 303, he's going to jump in the car to check him out, right? Because Yusuf said, hey, I know he's his one eye is wiped out, and I know he has kafir written on his forehead, and I know how to get rid of him. Yet what Prophet Muhammad said? Don't get near him.